Before I start, I just want to say that I have Drew's permission to read this. Drew became a cutter as a freshman in high school, slicing her arms and legs with a disassembled razor she stole from my wife, Lisa. Leaving behind stubborn scars that never fade, my heart breaks whenever I catch one sneaking out from under a sleeve. Drew was also hospitalized twice during that year, suicide attempts. As a sophomore, Drew came out as a lesbian. It wasn't a surprise. Interior, Chuck E. Cheese, day, flashback. The camera glides through the game section of the restaurant, past the dings and dongs and machines spitting out tickets. Moving slowly, we see amped up kids and over it parents until we see a play date. Dad, Don, mid-30s, full head of hair. With daughter, Drew, 5, tomboy wearing a faux leather jacket. They're with a mom and daughter, Drew's age. Don, voiceover. The first time I thought Drew might be gay, she was 5. We see Drew and the other girl hop in a little Jeep ride. Don puts in a token. The Jeep moves gently, pretending it's driving. Drew at the steering wheel, the other girl, the passenger. Drew places her arm around her friend and nods. The mom laughs and turns to Don. Wow, it's almost like they're on a date. Don, voiceover. She said that part out loud, but we were both thinking, and Drew's the guy. End scene. After Drew came out, she started dating one of the most beautiful girls in high school. I hoped this would fix her, make her happy, give her something to live for. That girl eventually broke Drew's heart. The kind of break we all go through when we get crushed the first time. Convinced we're the only ones who's ever felt that bad and that it's going to last forever. The suicide attempts became more frequent. Interior, Northridge House, day. The morning light fills the open floor plan home with only a touch of warmth. The music rises, tense and slow. We follow Don with a Steadicam through the living room, then the kitchen. The music foreboding and pressing. Don gets to a closed door and reaches for the handle, but he doesn't turn it. Just stands there with his hand on the knob, hesitating. The intense music swells. Whoosh, smash cut to black. That morning, fear overwhelmed me because I knew if I opened the door, I could find her dead. From an overdose, or there'd be a bloody mess, a body, and razor blades on the floor. But the thought that came to me that particular morning, and that scared me even more, was, this was our new normal. We experienced this every day. This went on for years. There were mental hospitals, emergency rooms, and 5150s called psych holds. We tried all kinds of therapists, group therapy, and medications, even prayer. We did everything we could, but the thing that actually altered the course of Drew's life was a group that accepted her in high school. This group made up of gays, eccentrics, and geeks. It's called the Drama Club. I'll always be grateful for this band of misfit toys. They welcomed Drew and she fit in perfectly. She caught the theater bug. At some point, Drew became a they, which, let's face it, anyone who's experienced this as a bystander, you know, it doesn't make grammatical fucking sense. It's hard as a parent to make that transition, speaking in plural about the single person who you love. But we tried. We did the best we could. After graduation, Drew really wanted to be an actor, and they went to the LA Theater Academy. And then Drew decided they wanted to transition into a male with top surgery and testosterone injections. We tried to be supportive, but still had our reservations. Interior, Auditorium, Children's Hospital, night. The room is packed with over 100 parents who've come to learn how to support their transitioning kids. At the microphone is Allison, mid-30s, short mousy hair, and round wire frame glasses. Allison. My name is Allison, and I'm the director of the Adolescent Transition Program here at Children's Hospital. I'm happily married to a trans man. We're a typical LA two-sex couple, but it just so happens that he was born a female. And I want you to all know this is a safe place. Crossfade until later in the group, Allison continues. Trans kids and young adults have significantly higher rate of suicide attempts and self-harm than others. She looks around the room, sees a raised hand. Cut to Don with his arm in the air. He looks at his wife, Lisa, uncertain with his choice. She nods. Don, how do we know that top surgery isn't just another form of self-harm? Slow pan over the audience. Other parents nod in agreement, faces relieved that someone else has the same concern. Whip pan over to Allison, the warmth gone. Suddenly she's Nurse Ratched. I think we need to ask ourselves, is that our fear talking or our child's reality? Because what the research shows is that the real harm comes from not being supported. Slow pushing on Don's face as Allison's voice fades. Don, voiceover. That was when we learned that it was not a safe place. That it was only safe if you expressed 100% support with no reservations about your kid's transition. We never went back. End scene. Because we were totally supportive of Drew. And at the same time, of course, we had our doubts. Of course we were worried that this was a phase. Of course we were scared shitless that Drew was going to make irreversible decisions at 19 years old. I think any parent of a trans child who says differently is either in denial or lying. It's a big decision. And it was being made by someone whose brain wasn't fully formed and was having mental issues, health issues, and drinking alcoholically. Of course, we were worried. The day I became not worried was the day I saw Drew's play at the academy. As Angelenos, I'm sure many of us experience this weird thing. We see our actor friends on TV or a movie or in a play, people we know intimately playing a character. Often I feel like their acting is subpar, which isn't the case at all. It's just they aren't acting like this person I know so well. So it feels inauthentic. This did not happen when I saw Drew acting in that play. Interior theater night. The theater is old, chairs worn out by decades of parents watching kids filled with more hope than talent. Don and Lisa sit in the audience with other moms, dads, and reluctant younger siblings. On stage, Drew enters the scene, but the character she's playing is a male. He's brought flowers to the woman he hopes to court. He's shy and bumbling. The woman clearly falls for him. Cut to close-up on Don, wiping a tear from his eye. Don, voiceover. That was the first time I saw my child being comfortable in his own skin. End scene. Seeing Drew play a male made me realize that he was making the right decision. And I knew he was a man, and that somehow it was going to be okay. One of the great things about Drew's transition is that because she was named after Drew Barrymore, he's never had to change his name. Drew is now 29, has a full beard, and is going bald. My balding genes were there all along, dormant until the T hit. Drew has 3 years sober, a college degree, and now in nursing school. He's in a relationship with another male who has also transitioned from being a female and who is now performing as a drag queen. Take a moment and let that sink in. Long before they met, they were both lesbians, but now they're two gay men. Sort of. Drew says he's bisexual. I don't need to understand it. This generation has proven love is love. I am totally okay with Drew being male. I mean, I only think of him as a man. But sediment still lingers in my soul. Like, for instance, there's this thing that us men do. I don't know if you women all know this or not, but as us men, we like to pee outside. Especially in our own backyard. Yes, your husband has done it. Maybe even tonight. I did it this morning. We have a new puppy and I was showing him the ropes. With all that in mind, I have another son and 2 stepsons, and if I were out camping with them and had to go behind a tree and relieve myself, I wouldn't think twice about it. If Drew were there, I'd probably still do it, but I'd think twice beforehand. And I know that would bother Drew to hear. And the other thing is, if I'm truly honest, I miss my little girl. I miss that little tomboy who was the sunshine of my life, who was my little bundle of joy, the girl I didn't know what love was until the day she was born. I miss her. I gained a son, an amazing one who loves to fish and camp, but I miss my daughter. I'll never be father of the bride. Thank you.